Lita, I think I am going to throw my smartphone into the deepest part of the ocean.
Wait, what? Why would you do that, Sam? Your phone is very expensive.
Because it is driving me completely crazy. I spent 3 hours last night sitting in the dark just watching silly videos of cats playing the piano. 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another amazing episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Lita.
And I am Sam. And today we are talking about a very dangerous and relatable topic: technology, smartphones, and the crazy, endless world of social media.
That is right. We use these glowing screens every single day, but sometimes they actually use us. And today we have a massive episode prepared for you. We're dividing this podcast into 3 exciting chapters. First, we'll talk about our daily phone addictions and the endless scrolling. Then, in Chapter 2, we dive into the funny and embarrassing things we do on social media applications. And finally, Chapter 3 will be all about unplugging and living in the real world again.
3 chapters of pure technology. I cannot wait. But wait, listeners, before we start scrolling through this episode, remember our golden rule to learn English effectively. By the way, if you want to master this language, do not just watch once. Treat this podcast like wearing layers of clothes in the cold winter.
Oh, I absolutely love that analogy. Treat it like layering clothes. What exactly do you mean by that, Sam?
Think about it. When it's freezing outside, you don't just wear one thin shirt. You put on a light shirt, then a warm sweater, and then a heavy winter coat. Learning English is the exact same thing.
Precisely. You listen the very first time to get the main idea and enjoy the story, like a light shirt. You listen a second time to catch the new vocabulary, like a warm sweater, and you listen a third time to practice the pronunciation out loud, like a heavy coat that protects you.
That is a perfect explanation. Layer your listening, guys. Now, back to my terrible phone problem in Chapter 1. I honestly cannot stop looking at my screen. I even take my phone to the bathroom with me.
Oh, stop it. That is way too much information, Sam. But sadly, you are definitely not alone. Studies show that most people check their phones within 5 minutes of waking up in the morning.
5 minutes? Try 5 seconds. The alarm rings and immediately my eyes are glued to the screen. Wait, Lita, let's pause right there. That's a very great phrase for our listeners today. Glued to the screen.
Yes, glued to the screen. It means you're looking at your phone or television so closely and for so long that it feels like your eyes are stuck to the glass with superglue. Listeners, practice your pronunciation and say it with me right now.
Say it loud and clear, guys. Glued to the screen.
Glued to the screen. I'm definitely glued to my screen. I walk down the street looking down at my messages, and I almost walked directly into a huge tree yesterday.
A tree? That is actually very dangerous. You have a modern condition called doom scrolling. Doom scrolling? Wow, that sounds like the title of a terrible horror movie. What exactly is doom scrolling?
It's a relatively new word in English. It means spending hours and hours reading negative news or watching short, fast videos on your phone, even when it makes you feel sad, anxious, or tired. You just can't stop moving your thumb up and down.
That's exactly what I do. I scroll and scroll until my thumb actually hurts. I see videos of people dancing, then someone cooking a giant steak, and then a dog riding a skateboard. My poor brain is so confused by all this information.
A dog on a skateboard? That's the magic and the dangerous trap of the algorithm. The algorithm knows exactly what you like to watch, and it feeds you more of it so you never, ever leave the application.
The algorithm is too smart. It knows I love pizza and funny animals. But you know what? Sometimes I look at other people's pictures and I get very jealous.
Jealous of people you don't even know on the internet, Sam?
Yes, I see them on a beautiful sunny beach in the Maldives, drinking fancy, colorful cocktails, and I'm just sitting in my dark living room eating a cold piece of pizza. It makes me feel like my life is very boring and empty.
Oh, Sam, you have to remember that social media is not real life. It's just a highlight reel. People only post their absolute best moments, their perfect vacations, and their delicious food. They never post pictures of themselves crying or cleaning a dirty bathroom.
That's a very good point. I never post pictures of myself washing the dirty dishes. But their pictures look so perfect. Their skin is absolutely flawless, and the colors are so incredibly bright.
That's the dangerous magic of filters and heavy editing. Anyone can look like a glamorous Hollywood movie star with a good digital filter. I know people who take 50 different pictures just to choose one single picture to post on the internet.
50 pictures? Wow, I must confess, I actually do that too. I take a selfie, I look at it, I hate my nose, I take another one, I change the lighting in the room. It's completely exhausting.
It really is exhausting for our poor brains, and it creates a lot of unnecessary heavy pressure on us. We compare our real, messy, normal lives to someone else's fake, perfectly edited picture.
You are absolutely right, Lita. It's a dangerous trap. And you know what else is exhausting about smartphones? The battery life. It controls my emotions completely.
Oh my goodness, yes, the terrible low battery anxiety. Everyone knows that feeling.
When my phone battery is at 100%, I feel incredibly powerful and happy. I feel like I'm ready to conquer the entire world. But when that little battery icon turns red and drops to 5%, I start sweating. I panic like it's the end of the world.
You start running around the house looking for a charger like a crazy person. I've actually seen you do it, Sam.
It's a serious emergency, Lita. If my phone dies, how will I know what time it is? How will I know if my friends like my terrible pizza picture? I feel completely disconnected from the entire universe.
That's exactly the main problem we're facing today, Sam. We're way too connected to the digital universe, and we're becoming completely disconnected from the real physical world. And sometimes being too connected leads to some very big mistakes online, which actually brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our digital journey today. Listeners, make sure your battery is fully charged because we're going to dive into the funny, awkward, and very embarrassing things we all do on social media applications.
Lita, I have a terrible confession to make. I did something very, very embarrassing on the internet last night.
Oh no, what did you do, Sam? Did you post another terrible picture of your cold pizza?
No, it is much worse than pizza. I was looking at the pictures of an old friend from high school. I was scrolling all the way down to pictures from 5 years ago.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. This is very dangerous, Sam.
Yes, my heavy thumb was tired and I accidentally liked a picture from 5 years ago at 2 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. You accidentally liked it? That means they got a loud notification on their phone saying you were looking at their very old photos in the middle of the night?
Exactly. I threw my phone across the room. I wanted to disappear under my bed and never come out. It is the worst feeling in the whole world.
We call that digital stalking, Sam. It happens to everyone. The smart screens are so sensitive, you just touch it for 1 second and boom, a social disaster.
A huge disaster. And do you know what else is a massive disaster on social media? Sending a private message to the wrong person.
Oh, that is a classic mistake. Have you done that too, Sam? You were having a very bad week with technology.
I sent a message to my boss last week. I wanted to say, "Okay, sir, I will do it," but my fast fingers made a mistake on the small keyboard.
Wait, Sam, let us pause right there. I think we have a perfect English word for our beginners to learn today, a typo.
Yes, a typo. A typo is a small mistake you make when you're typing fast on a keyboard or a phone. It can change the whole meaning of a sentence.
It can be very funny or very embarrassing. Listeners, please practice this important word with me today, a typo.
Say it out loud, guys, and check your messages for mistakes.
A typo.
A typo. So, instead of saying, "Okay, sir," I made a terrible typo. I accidentally typed, "Okay, sweetheart."
Wait, what? You called your strict boss sweetheart? Oh, Sam, what did he reply?
He replied with a single question mark. Just one big question mark. I was so embarrassed I wanted to change my name, quit my job, and move to another country.
That is absolutely hilarious. Typos are the enemy of professionalism. But it's not just typing mistakes. Sometimes the autocorrect feature on the phone changes a good word into a very bad word automatically.
Autocorrect is definitely not my friend. It thinks it's smarter than me, but it's actually ruining my life. I try to write, "I am coming now," and autocorrect changes it to, "I'm crying now."
So your friends think you are sad and crying in the street, but you're just walking to the restaurant.
Yes, technology is supposed to make communication easier, but sometimes it makes us look completely crazy. And do you know what's even crazier? Voice messages.
Voice messages. Oh, I have a love and hate relationship with voice messages. Some people send a voice message that is 10 minutes long. That is not a message, Sam. That's a podcast.
Exactly. If you want to talk to me for 10 minutes, just call me. I don't have time to listen to you breathe and say, for 5 minutes.
You are so impatient, Sam. But I agree with you. If it's a very long story, a real phone call is much better and faster.
But nobody makes phone calls anymore. If my phone actually rings, if it makes a loud ringing sound, I get very scared. I think it's a terrible emergency or the police are calling me.
Oh, stop it. That is so true. We are terrified of normal phone calls now. We only want to send text messages behind a safe screen because we have a lot of time to think about our perfect answers.
We hide behind the screen, and we also hide our hot food. Have you ever gone to a nice restaurant with a good friend, Lita?
Of course I have. I love going out to eat delicious food. Why do you ask, Sam?
Because when the beautiful hot pizza arrives at the table, you can't eat it. You have to sit and wait. You are starving, but you can't touch the food.
Oh my goodness, yes. You have to wait for your friend to take the perfect picture of the pizza for their social media followers.
Exactly. The pizza is getting very cold. The sweet ice cream is melting on the table, but my friend is standing on a high chair to get the good camera angle. It's complete madness.
Standing on a chair in a crowded restaurant. It's very funny, but also a little bit sad, Sam. We're missing the real experience of just enjoying a hot meal and a good conversation.
We are missing everything. We go to a beautiful live music concert, and instead of dancing and singing with the crowd, we hold our heavy phones high in the air for 2 hours. We record a long video that we will never, ever watch again.
Wow, that is a very powerful and true observation, Sam. We record the beautiful moment, but we don't actually live in the moment. Our eyes are looking at the small glass screen, not at the real, colorful world in front of us.
It makes me feel very tired just thinking about it. My poor eyes are tired, my thumb is tired from scrolling, and my brain is completely full of useless, noisy information. I need a break from my own phone.
I completely agree. I think it's time for a serious digital detox, Sam. We need to learn how to put the smartphone down, look up at the blue sky, and breathe fresh air again. Which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our digital journey today. Listeners, put your phones on silent mode right now because we are going to explore how to unplug, escape the glowing screen, and find true peace in the real world.
Put my phone on silent mode, Lida? Are you completely crazy? What if the president of the internet calls me for an emergency?
I promise you, Sam, the president is not calling you today. You need to relax your mind. We all need to learn how to live without a glowing rectangle in our hands all day long.
But my hand feels completely empty without it. It feels very light and strange. I feel like I lost one of my fingers.
That is because checking your screen is a very strong habit. You do it automatically without even thinking about it. Your brain wants that quick digital sugar. We need to break that bad habit, Sam. We need to unplug completely for a few hours.
Wait, Lida, let us pause right there. I think that is a wonderful and very useful English word for our beginners today, to unplug.
Yes, to unplug literally means to pull the electric cable out of the wall. But for humans, it means to disconnect from technology, turn off the internet, and relax your tired mind. Listeners, please practice this word with me very clearly.
Say it out loud in your room, guys. Pull the cable.
To unplug.
To unplug. I really want to unplug my noisy brain. It is too crowded in there. But how do we start, Lida? I cannot just throw my expensive smartphone in the garbage.
No, do not throw it in the garbage. You can start very small. For example, when you eat your hot dinner tonight, leave your phone in a completely different room.
In a different room? Like alone in the dark bedroom? My poor little phone will be very sad and lonely.
Yes, alone in the dark. Your phone does not have feelings, Sam. When you sit at the table to eat your food, just look at the food. Smell the delicious pizza. Talk to your family face to face. Do not look at short videos of dancing dogs while you chew your food.
That actually sounds very peaceful. Sometimes I don't even taste my delicious food because my eyes are glued to the screen. I eat a whole giant pizza and don't even remember it.
Exactly. Eating without your phone makes the hot food taste 100 times better. And there's another very important place where phones should be completely forbidden, Sam.
Oh no, where? Don't tell me the bathroom. I need to read the news in the bathroom.
Yes, the bathroom, but also the bedroom. Taking your bright phone to bed is the absolute worst thing you can do for your eyes and your sleep.
But my phone is my alarm clock, Lida. If I don't sleep with my phone next to my head, I will sleep for 3 days and lose my job.
That is a very bad excuse, Sam. You can buy a traditional, old plastic alarm clock for $5. You do not need a smart computer next to your pillow.
A traditional plastic alarm clock? But those old clocks make a terrible loud noise. Ring! It will give me a heart attack at 6 in the morning.
But it will definitely wake you up, Sam, and it does not have a glowing screen. Looking at bright blue light before you sleep completely tricks your poor brain. Your brain thinks it's still daytime, so you can't fall asleep quickly.
Wow, that is so true. Sometimes I just want to watch one short, funny video in bed, and suddenly it's 3 in the morning, my eyes are completely dry, and I'm watching a video about how to build a house in the forest.
Exactly. The internet is a very deep, dark hole at night. So, step one is leaving the phone in another room while eating. Step two is buying a cheap alarm clock for the bedroom. And step three, turn off your loud notifications.
Turn off my notifications? But how will I know if someone likes my new profile picture? I need to know immediately.
You will check it later, Sam. You don't need a loud ding sound every single time someone comments. It breaks your focus when you're working, studying, or talking to a friend.
Ding, ding, ding. My phone sounds like a crazy, noisy casino all day long. You know what, Lita? I'm going to try this digital detox. I really want my tired brain to be quiet and peaceful again.
I'm so proud of you, Sam. It takes a lot of courage to change a bad habit, and I know our wonderful, smart listeners are ready to unplug and find some true peace too.
Yes, our listeners are much stronger and smarter than me. So, what is their special mission for today, Lita? How can they start?
We want you to make a strong commitment today, listeners. Make a promise to yourself right now. Go down to the comment section and write this exact sentence. I promise to unplug my phone for 1 hour today.
I promise to unplug my phone for 1 hour today. Write it down, guys. Make it a real promise. We will read every single comment and give you a big, warm heart.
And right before you turn off your screen to go outside, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join our amazing English Unscripted family.
Yes, ring the notification bell just this one time. Ding ding! So you know exactly when we drop our next fun conversation.
Thank you so much for listening and practicing with us today. Now, go put your phone away, look up at the beautiful sky, and enjoy the real world. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.